Alex Lemonade. Welcome to 85th Sturgis Rally. Don't forget to come and see me.
Welcome to the Bob and Tam show today. We got a special, this is one of the special rides that we want to show you that's not on the map of ones they recommend, and we're going to tell you all about it in just a minute.
So don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, think about Patreon.
So we're standing outside of Hill City. This is a road that runs from Hill City over to Keystone. It's about 10 miles long. It's a really great road. It's probably about a medium road. If you can't ride this road and stay within the lines, you probably shouldn't be doing Needles or Iron Mountain. So what's great about this one is it's just outside of Hill City. If you're coming this way, there's the train. The road is actually called Old Hill City Road. So make a turn there, and it actually runs along the train tracks.
14 times it goes across those tracks.
Yep, it's really curvy, a couple of 90s, not quite a switchback, but pretty close. So it's a really great road to ride. But what's nice about it, like I said before, is it's all lined. So it's got a center line and also the edging line. So if you can stay on this road and stay in your lane, that'll at least be a good shot that you could probably handle Iron Mountain and Needles Highway. Now this one's not as hilly, but it is pretty curvy. So enjoy this ride, and we're going to jump on the bike now, and we're going to ride it and show you how we do it.
Here we go. So let's go take a look at this ride, and you get to see the train probably alongside of the road too a couple of times maybe, or at least once.
Yep, you can check the schedule of the train, or you can hang around here at the train station at either end. That's where we're going to end up at, is at the depot over in Keystone. So you actually ride along the train. So if you look at their schedule, you can kind of pick it along here, and it goes slow enough you guys can stop, and we'll show you a few places you can stop along the way. And there's a couple of neat things, and actually a really neat place down there to stop if it's open.
Yep. So stay tuned, and let's go on the ride.
You know what, there's a few places here you can pull over. There's a few of the driveways here that are actually asphalt. You might want to watch some of the rock driveways that they have. But I mean, most of the houses here, this one's got a gate. So a lot of the people here may not be coming out till like wintertime and things like that. So you can find a few places. We've already crossed over several train crossings already.
I think 3 so far.
And we're going to have a total of
14.
Yeah, you're going to go back and forth over 14 times over these tracks. You know, the ideal thing would be is to get a hold of the train station and check out and see what their times are that they're running, because that's really the fun part. We've caught that once when we were down here, that the train was going by and things like that. So that was kind of exciting to check out. And you know, you can slow down, let the train pass you, and then you can pass, you know, go right in front of the train across the tracks. And so there's a couple blind spots when you come up on the train tracks, and that's why they kind of have the sign.
Signs.
Yep. So the idea is, if you know when the trains are coming, because this is the only train that runs, there's no other trains coming on these tracks, that you really don't have to.
So if it already passed you once, you know it's probably not going to be back before you get done with this ride.
Yeah. So this is a pretty good ride, and if you're inexperienced, this is kind of one of the better rides to get a feel of
the roads around here.
Yeah, because it's not very well known. There's a lot of people that don't know anything about this road, and maybe more will know after they watch the video. But I mean, if you look at the highlighted map that they show you all the great rides, this one's not listed. Yeah. It's on the map, but it's not listed. You know, we'll show you that map here. You know, and also remember you're going through, you know, there's people that do live out here. So, you know, try not to wrap the bikes out so much in the turns and the straightaways.
Radios up so loud.
They've had, a lot of times during the rally, they'll actually have signs up that says that. You know, people live here, you don't rev your bike up, you know.
Be respectful.
Yep, all that good stuff. So remember that, and this is a beautiful area, and like I say, this is one of the great rides you can take, and like I say, it's just right outside of Hill City, and we're going to go end up in Keystone. Doesn't really matter which way you go. Today, actually, we probably should have went the other way because the sun's kind of in the camera's eyes. Today's the day. It's supposed to be over 100 degrees. So we got up extra early this morning to get out here and get this one filmed, because this is the week we're trying to get all of our rides done to show you guys all the great rides there is.
It's going to be the hottest week. So
yeah,
let's get back on the road and see what lays ahead.
So there is some pretty neat places to stop along the way. Here's one we stopped. This is a gravel pullout, but not too bad. It was easy to get off. There's a little bit of a ledge here, but going out, it's nice and smooth. You can actually go out where the tracks are at, so it's nice and easy to get in and out. And if you were with a few bikes, you could probably get probably 10 bikes right here where we're sitting at here. And what's nice is you got a nice rock sculpture back there. Well, actually, sculpture, I guess it was sculptured by nature.
Yep, by God.
Yep. So that's kind of neat. And this would be a good place to kind of hang out and wait for the train, because you got a good shot either way of the train coming by and catching some close-ups. And, you know, everybody loves to wave to you. Yay! Hi. So this is one of the better roads to ride on. You know, this is only just about 10 miles long. And we got a couple stops at the end we're going to show you. That's kind of neat. There is a campground along here, too. Yep. I don't remember the name of it right off.
Camp.
Yep, there you go. TAM'S. Yeah.
TAM'S. Kemps. KAMP.
And that's kind of neat. You're right on the road.
Yeah.
So if you want to get a place to camp and have some bikes ride by on a pretty regular basis, the other nice thing is there's just not a whole lot of traffic out here. Here comes an ATV coming by. You know, we've had one car's come by us so far, maybe two, and a motorcycle passed us a while ago. So you know, here's people out just enjoying themselves in their ATV. So that's kind of what's nice about this road, is there's not a lot of traffic on it. So that's why I said this is a good road. I probably consider this about a medium challenge for riding, but this is kind of good because you've got the solid line on the outside, you know, the outside lane, and then in the center you've got the double yellow line. So that's what kind of makes it neat, to where, you know, you can practice moving your bike back and forth, trying to stay inside your lines. So that way, if you decide to go out to Iron Mountain or Needles Highway or
there are no stripes on the road.
Yeah, they're wore off. So it's you got to be able to handle your bike and know where the road's at to make sure nobody kills you. Because nothing's more fun than somebody else coming across into your lane, or you going into somebody else's lane. Yeah. If you didn't know what we were talking about, there's the white line there, and then the yellow line's in the middle. So that's why I said that's what's kind of nice about this road, and it goes all the way, you know, pretty much everywhere here. Those lines are there. So it's pretty easy to kind of maneuver your bike and try it out. Like I said, this is only a 10-mile road. So, you know, if you're not real experienced, you know, go down this about 10 miles, turn around, come back, go back and forth. You know, at each end is kind of nice because you got Hill City at one end. So, you know, if you want to go down there and have lunch or breakfast or just a snack or a drink or whatever, it's there.
Just check out the town.
Yep. Or you at the other end here, which we're about halfway through it now, you can go to Keystone. So you got plenty of time. You could spend a couple days out here just practicing on this road because, like I say, there's very little traffic. Now, once the rally starts, to be a few more bikes, but it'll be nothing like any of the roads.
None of the other roads.
Because, once again, it's not highlighted on the map as a prime road to ride on.
So that's why I said, like he said, it's cool that, you know, if you want to come out early and have breakfast out in Hill City, check out Hill City, take this road down to Keystone, then you can check out Keystone. So it's a nice little ride. It's a great ride to go on, and then you can check out both cities and get that done.
Yeah, works pretty good. And also, don't forget, they do have a lot of bicycles right along here.
Yep.
So you want to make sure, give them a little time. As they're out here too on this road, because it's a pretty good ride for bicyclists too. So if you've seen it on the video, they were off to the side, stopped, and we were able to go around them. But I mean, you got to really be prepared. You can come around a turn and they're right there.
Animals, I mean, you know, we left early in the morning. We haven't seen any animals yet, but it's really hot today. So, but if you want to come and ride this ride early in the morning, or someone else says they like to come out right before dusk, and they said you can see all kinds of animals out here, but then you got to watch the animals
be more
also.
cautious.
Yes.
So let's go ahead, I'll jump on the bike and we'll ride a little bit farther. And I don't know, we got a special place we're going to stop at.
All right.
And we'll show you at the end.
Yep.
Before we get to the end.
Here comes another bicycle.
Yep.
Morning.
You can catch that. It was Adventure Bike Weekend this weekend out there at the Buffalo Chip. So if you want to see a little bit about that, we did do a video on that about a few days back. So here's one of the stops that kind of makes it probably the only real stop that you could have here when you're driving along this road. Right before you get, you'll see the sign that says you're in this Keystone city limits. And just a little bit past that, you're going to find out the Black Hills glass blower. You know, it's kind of neat. We have never, ever stopped here. Usually we got, you know, time restraints, things like that. We're too early this morning. Their actual hours are 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday, and then 11 to 5 on Sunday. So he wasn't open yesterday. We drove by here. Maybe he decided, maybe he's very independent.
Yep.
But they say when we was talking to the chamber, she was telling him, you know, it's worth a stop. He's very knowledgeable. He likes to talk to people, things like that. So, hey, you might want to check it out. So we'll spin around here.
They said he makes some very unique.
No, you can say it.
They say he makes some very unique items also. So it'd be kind of cool. We've seen him down in Branson, different glass blowers and stuff. And it's kind of cool to watch. It's a very unique occupation.
We're going to move on and we'll go ahead into Keystone and we'll kind of wrap this up down by the train station.
Yep. So let's get this last little leg of the ride done.
You know, so this is gonna go ahead and end up this great ride. You know, it's about 10 miles long, and like I say, once again, it's a great ride for people that want to get a little bit of experience on some curvy roads. It's not so crowded, not so many people on it. So, and it's also in between the two towns, Hill City and Keystone.
So you can knock out those two towns and do the ride and all in one day. How about that? So thanks for coming along today. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you on the next video.
See you tomorrow.